welcome back to my channel. My name is Evelyn and I want to be an author. And so I'm making videos tracking my progress on my work in progress. It's a young adult fantasy novel. It doesn't have a title right now, so I'm just calling it The Queer Quest because it's a quest and my main character is bisexual. And I'm great at naming things. I don't actually know what the style of these videos is going to be yet. It's not super effective to vlog myself just typing all the time, but it feels weird to just sit down at the end of the month and tell you everything I've done. So we're trying to find a happy medium. If you want to hear a more week by week detailed recap of things that I've been working on and problems that I've been having, then you should check out Two-Headed Writer. It's a show that I do with my father on my second channel, and the link is in the description down below. We meet every week and discuss my writing, his writing, and the book that we are writing together. In April, I participated and successfully won Camp NaNoWriMo. Camp NaNoWriMo is an offshoot of National Novel Writing Month that happens in April and in July, and basically it allows you to set your own goal, not just the 50,000 words from November, and work at a different pace. It's just a more relaxed version of NaNoWriMo. A lot of people use it to edit their old NaNoWriMo projects, and I used it to keep working on Queer Quest. And my goal was 9,000 words, which broke down to about 300 words a day, and I successfully wrote 9,104 words. So a majority of that, about 7,000 of those words, was written in just one really long Scrivener doc, and it was just a jumble of just random thoughts about random things within the world of the story from either Cora's point of view or Lex's point of view. Cora and Lex being my two main characters, Cora being my main character, Lex being her love interest who keeps speaking to me in a very distinct voice, and so I am still debating whether or not to add his point of view actually officially into the story or not. I am debating that because I have a lot of holes in my plot, and so my goal for now is to fix the plot holes. And I'm doing that by sorting through all of the information that I already have. So everything that I wrote in April and everything that I wrote in November. What I've been doing is I've been taking sticky notes, like this one that's conveniently sitting on my floor, and I have been writing little short summaries of every scene that I have, every little idea for a scene that I have, every little significant character development thing. Just like every important idea has been written down onto a sticky note or is in the process of being written down onto a sticky note. The sticky notes are then placed on my wall. As of right now, I got rid of my old bookshelves, but my new bookshelves have not arrived. So I've been using the free real estate to create a plot line. Here she is. Isn't she beautiful? So over here I've got chapters 1, 2, and 3 surrounded by the relevant sticky notes. On the big sticky notes, each plot point is written in order, and then on the little sticky notes, those are a little bit more detailed, but they're basically the same plot points, and then character information goes on top. So I've got those lined out. These are some that I know they go in this first 3 chapters. I just don't know when the information needs to be dispersed, so I'll figure that out when I start trying to incorporate. Now over here we have things that haven't been sorted into chapters yet, but they are put in order of event. This first one is happens when Lex and Cora have already agreed to start working together. They're walking through the woods, and he learns that she can talk to trees, and he says, "Oh wow, you must be magic," and she says, no, I'm just bilingual." Over here we have some of our more sought out concepts. So this is actually, despite her best intentions, Cora keeps feeling strong feelings for Lex. These are ideas that either I haven't really thought them out yet, or I haven't gotten to the part in the initial November writing where I wrote about that. So all of these are from April, and I have not gotten to the November writing yet, so I don't have those thoughts on sticky notes. So like I know that I have more about Cora falling into the river, which is what this sticky note says. But I don't have very much more about her catching a cold after that, which is what this sticky note says. So I will write all of my stuff and I'll go here, and then once I figure that out, I can go in here and be like, oh, how can I connect these two things so that it makes sense? Instead of just trying to like scroll through all of my documents and figure out where holes are, I can just look at my fun little map. Yeah. And so eventually, hopefully, I will have a full wall of these chapters. But I am supposed to be getting bookshelves at some point, so I might have to move this over there. I might have to take down my flag. Sacrifices must be made. So my new shelves are arriving tomorrow, so earlier today I moved my outline to that wall, and there are several holes still, so that's what we're working on right now. I have gone through everything that I wrote in April, and now I'm going back to stuff that was written in November. We're trying to put literally everything that I've written onto this wall so that I can tell where I need to write new things. Hi. This is my outline wall. Notice how neat and nice and lovely it is. All these little tiny sticky notes. Well, I ran out of little tiny sticky notes. I tried to order new ones, but because Walmart hates me apparently, they got delivered God knows where, and anyway, so I got new sticky notes, but they're big boys. As I have a lot of them, so I have to use them. Which means I have to figure out how to fix this wall. I think I'm going to copy all of these onto these, which will make things easier to read, and also I can kind of consolidate some of them now that I know where things are going together a little bit better. So, you know, organization. So it is June 30th, almost 11. At the beginning of the month, I said, you know what I need to do? I need to get a writing schedule. You know what I didn't do? Get a writing schedule. You know what I did do? I finished that. That's my outline. I did move it over to this corner. I have a chair now. My stuff came back from Iowa. I ordered a bunch of new things for the room. It is slowly but surely coming together. But my writing life is not. So, I am just going into July, fucking drop myself in. So, part of that is July means another Camp NaNoWriMo. It feels like I just got done doing 300 words a day in April. I don't have school
now. I just have writing and YouTube stuff. And so I've decided that I'm going to, for July, attempt to write 500 words a day. But in order to do that, first I must take this sticky note outline and put everything in my manuscript in order in Scrivener, because those 500 words a day should be filling the holes, and I need to know where the holes are. I walk the dinosaur. Open the door, get on the door. Everybody walk the dinosaur. Open the door, on the door. Everybody walk the dinosaur. So I've been saying that I want to have this book drafted by October, because then I can get my next project outlined for NaNoWriMo in November. The thing is, when in September is this? So there's this thing called Pitch Wars, which if you're a writing person on the internet, you're probably aware of. If you're just a book person, you might not be. But Pitch Wars basically matches authors in their manuscripts that need work with mentors who are going to help them, and then at the end of the program there's an agent showcase, and you get to pitch your manuscript to an agent. You have to have a polished manuscript, and then you submit to the mentors, and then each mentor picks one mentee. So the submission window is from September 27th to September 29th, which actually isn't that much earlier than the beginning of October, which is what I was planning on shooting for. But I don't know, just like trying to shoot for a fully polished draft that I could send to a mentor if they were interested in my submission packet. Like that's scary. I don't know. But like Pitch Wars is like a pretty good opportunity for you to fast track to getting an agent. A lot of the writers that I have seen online, like they got a Pitch Wars mentor, and then immediately, like within the next year, were working on book deals. And so like that would be huge for me. I don't know if I'm there yet, but I also don't want to just hinder myself by being afraid of it. Oof. Everybody walk the dinosaur. Go to kill. Or... Ooh, hello.
Hello to you. Hello to you. Am I wearing the same shirt that I wore in the first clip? I think I am. Ooh. Hello. Hi. So, it is partway through July. I have decided to participate in Camp NaNoWriMo, and so far it's going unexpectedly well. Back in April when I did this, as you saw, I struggled to get in my words every day, but now that I'm not doing school as well, I am doing a lot better, and I've upped my words to 500, and I'm still doing a lot better. It is only, day 13 though, so we shall see what happens in the second half of the month. But I have reached a point where I don't want to just be writing randomly. So what I've been doing is just adding new words, whatever pops into my head. But I want to have this book roughed out by mid-August when I go back to school. So I need to be writing my 500 words a day with some sort of better intention. And so that is where the wall comes in. Basically, everything that's already on here, I now know the order that it's going in the story, at least in this draft, relative to everything else that's here. And I do know where there are holes. And so I'm going to consolidate onto bigger sticky notes with less detail, the things that go together in chapters, and then fill in the gaps with more of these smaller sticky notes. So basically I'm just adding more chapters in to this, and the dog wants to leave the room. Why sticky notes, you may ask? And why your wall? I think better on paper. I am typing all of these words, and I'm actually getting a lot faster at typing my thoughts out. I actually, earlier this month, typed over 1,000 words in half an hour, which I've never been able to do before. And now the dog is back, because she is a fickle creature who hates me. So I've never been able to type that many words that fast before, so I am getting better, but I still think better and brainstorm better on paper. So I still have a notebook where I write ideas down and my research down. Having these sticky notes stuck up on the wall, they're easy to move around. They do fall off sometimes, which is annoying, but for the most part it stayed pretty intact. And I can move details when I decide there's new things, and just it's freed my brain up, because when I'm working in the Scrivener file or even on paper in a notebook, like, I have the tendency to make it want to look organized, and I think by having everything in little squares, I'm tricking my brain into thinking it's organized, but it's also giving me the freedom to be a little bit more disorganized at the same time. It's a system that I am just, like, coming up with just spur of the moment. I am armed with 4 different kinds of sticky note and my favorite pen, and we're gonna get to work. Let's go.
Okay, hello. I had the camera out, so I thought I might as well do a little writing update. And the update is that Taylor Swift is saving me. So I hit the point in the month where I actually missed a day. Missed a day of writing. And I was feeling kind of bummed about that. And then I was like, I started to like spiral. Like if I feel like I'm not being productive on the project, I'll start to spiral and like doubt the project, and it's a whole thing. But then Taylor released Folklore, and it's almost like she pulled the friggin', just like all of the themes, but like modern almost. It's quite good. Like there's songs for every character on this, and especially Seven. Seven has such Queer Quest vibes. Speaking of Queer Quest, I really am trying to think of a better title for this book, and I cannot think of anything that doesn't sound super fucking generic, like the words of the trees or the whisper of the forest, right? Like, I don't know what to call this damn book. And I want to be able to submit to Pitch Wars with a better title than Queer Quest. So that's an ongoing struggle I'm having. Yeah, let us go write 500 words. Alright, see you when I see him. Hello, I am here, and Nutmeg is here, and my mother is here.
Struggling with the tripod.
Because I've just written 1,501 words, which means that as soon as I put in that last, how many words even was it? Where did I start this? Here. This last 495 words. That seems wrong. Did I write more words than I needed to? It's fine. Okay. 495. Update progress. And look at that purple bar. Yay! I've officially written what would average out to be 500 words a day in July. However, it's only 1:29 a.m. on the 28th, which means that I did it in less than 31 days. So, 15,500 words. Check. Yay! Okay, so that is that for this episode of Author in Progress. I have officially won both Camp NaNoWriMo events this year, and I'm very excited to be A, completing this manuscript in the next 2 months, and B, starting a new project in October leading into November. And so that'll be probably the next 2 episodes. I'll do one on finishing my manuscript and then another on prepping for NaNoWriMo and NaNoWriMo itself. Historically, I have only won NaNoWriMo once. That was when I was working with my father on Inklings of Ethermore. We wrote words together, which kind of helped our score. So I've never done the 50,000 in a month on my own, and I'm looking forward to attempting it on a new project.
And yeah, like I said, that'll probably be 2 updates from now. For now, I am gearing up to finish this current work in progress. I need a title. That's my goal. Well, my goal for the next video is to have a finished, polished manuscript, but my other goal is to come up with an actual title for this story, because Queer Quest is not a great one. So comment down below. Do you guys have some titles? I don't really want to do a blank of blank and blank, even though it is going to be a YA fantasy, so like maybe it'll end up that way, who knows. But yeah, comment down below. What are some, like, what should I call this? What should I call this book, y'all? If you liked this video and you want to keep seeing bookish content from me, remember to click that subscribe button, and also check out my blog, HereThereBeMagicWrites.wordpress.com, where I post reviews and monthly wrap-ups. With that being said, my name is Evelyn. I make new videos every magical Monday, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.